How's it going, everyone? Sorry, I'm just gonna wait till a few people pop on here. Whoops. Thought I'd come on here and give you a little update and basically give you a rundown on my latest symptoms and waves, and just giving a just giving a rundown on what's been going on. I'll be on about 15 minutes. Sorry, I look so beat up, but I've been laying around for a while, and I thought I'd come on here and give you a rundown on what's been going on. As a lot of you know, and if you're new to this channel, I've been off benzos for 7 years, and it's been a wild ride. I've gotten a lot better in the meantime, but it's also been a very huge learning experience. I think the fact I've been tapering Remeron for years now, and I've got about 2 years to go. It's a slow and steady taper just to get off of it. And if I go too fast with that, my nervous system completely shuts down. The last time I over tapered, I couldn't taper for 2 years. So safe to say I've been tapering years, but I also took 2 years off of tapering because I over tapered. I felt pressured into tapering more, and I did, and it pretty much trigger for suicidal stuff. So if you don't want to hear about it, I'd cut out now. After I over tapered, I got so sick and suicidal. I literally I planned out everything. So it is not in my benefit to taper fast because I suffer so greatly anyway. So I think that makes sense. 2023 has been a really good year for me, but it comes with a lot of waves and ups and downs and stuff with my health. But my personal life is great. I went through a lot, that other year when I first moved here. I went through a lot. And I fell into my typical waves, but a lot of the symptoms would be something that I've dealt with before, off and on, every year, but it would get worse, and it would always scare me. And every once in a while, I fall into a wave where I say to myself, "Oh my God, what am I gonna do?" And that's kind of the situation I'm in right now. It's I'm getting some symptoms that I had 5 years ago. If you were to say, well, why do you think this is happening? I can come up with a lot of reasons why. Overdoing it. I recently had to do prednisone in my eyeball for an eye inflammation stuff, and so with prednisone, it's not a huge amount, but you know how things compile. We had a huge weather change here going from warm to cold, allergies, a lot of doctor's appointments. I've been going out more than I probably brain and body can handle, even though I can do it. That's the thing. I can do the things, but my body sets me back big time when I do these things if I do them too much. So, and I never thoroughly know where I'm at. Like, I think I can handle it. I think I could do it. But I can't. I can and I can't. But sometimes things get so intense that I'm not really sure what to do because I get so broken down. Then I have to reevaluate everything. So a nice good wave will definitely, you go through your waves, but once in a while you get that one wave that's just like holy shit. And that's kind of what's going on. Some things aren't as bad, like my mental state, it's just a little worse. For some reason I'm having really bad physical head issues. Symptoms I had many years ago. In my head, I feel pressure in my head. I feel burning. I feel like my whole top of my head is melting, like it's peeling off. And it sometimes feels like random pushing inside. And it's so unnerving and so uncomfortable that it's scary. It's just scary. I tapered Remeron again about 2 months ago. I don't know if it's still affecting me or not. Probably, because I get really fragile when I taper. Even if it's a couple months later, I'm still just fragile. So, between everything I've been doing and being fragile from tapering and working and, you know, just doing life, I've been, my diet, I've been eating a lot, once in a while I'll eat something off and it's like usually okay, but I've been doing it a lot lately. I thought it would be okay, but apparently doing one of these things once in a while, it's not bad. Like it might throw me off, but I've been, taking the step ladder of things I shouldn't be doing probably, eating like crap. And in my world, eating like crap isn't really that bad, but it's just stuff that what I mean is it's just stuff that I shouldn't be eating too often. Fried food. I mean, it's rare I ever eat that, but I do once in a while. Just to give myself a treat. I mean, it's been 7 years of this and a great diet. Um, I can't eat corn, but sometimes I eat corn. Very rare. But, sometimes I just overdo it out of wanting to live my life. But I never thought that, like, I would get so set back to where it's making my head just, it's weird. But the physical symptoms are really weird and extreme this time. And I'm not used to it. It's making me uncomfortable and really depressed because my depression is definitely coming in as situational. It comes in really heavy because I feel what's going on my head and what I feel like it's inside, and it makes me like get PTSD from the past years. That's scary for me because it's like, oh, am I stuck like this for a while? Am I not allowed to do anything anymore? Shit like that. I've I'm getting accustomed to my new life and I like it. I don't do as much as other people do, but I'm doing a lot for me. And I'm going to just keep going and I'm going to keep doing stuff. Not as much, not like I just was, but I'm going to keep doing stuff and see what happens. If it continues and this head stuff continues, then I'm going to have to lay low for a while. The really sad part about, this, and a lot of people followers that do know about the whole benzo withdrawal syndrome and the damage it causes. It's like if you have a jug, and you can only fill it to the top. But we only wish it was just as quick to go back down so we can do stuff again. But it's so slow to recoup. But it's so fast to get fucked up. That's the trouble. It sucks. If like a lot of people have fibromyalgia and stuff like that, which I do have. It flares and flares and flares. But it's kind of like the spoon theory, if you know that. You only have so many spoons per day. And, getting up and doing something can take 1 spoon. So if you have 10 spoons per day, you can only use so many before you're about to crash. And I feel like I have that in my life where like I only have so many spoons I can use and then everything's done for a while. And I've missed life so much. And my girlfriend now, she's so supportive and lovely about everything. And I just want to hang out with her. I just want to be able to go do things and have fun. Even though it's like I'm still off when I go and I might not be like super open, but it's fun to be with her. And I want that so bad, more and more and more. But when you come into these really rough fucking waves that you think you're never going to come out of, it's a really stark reminder to say, hey, dude, you're having fun and it's cool, but you kind of forgot what's going on here. These pills fucked you up, Dan. And it's a disability. And as much as it's reminded every day with your baseline, you need to slow down. Even though my life is slow, for me, I need to slow down even more. Because I don't want to get to the point where my depression takes me into a really scary place. And I get glimpses of it, because I'm getting depressed again. And I mean, it happens. And I have every reason to be depressed because when you haven't seen a certain symptom in like 4 years and then it comes back and it's harsh, like where the fuck did that come from? And then you start questioning, what did I do? Okay, I did all these things. That makes sense that I overdid it and all that. But then I'm starting to look like, okay, did I eat something? Did I drink alcohol by mistake? Did I get food with alcohol? And I don't think so. I mean, I'm pretty vigilant and I usually kind of question everything, but I mean, I'm not that obsessive about it, but I think I make good choices. But I know histamine is a big issue with me. Big issue, especially with coming off Remeron. That pretty much fucked up all my histamine receptors. And then one day I ate a ton of cheese. I haven't done that in 7 years. I'll eat little bits. But one day I just decided, I'm getting this. Fuck that. I'm getting what I want. And although I didn't have a lot of stomach issues from it, but my symptoms kept raising and raising day after day afterwards for like a week until my head decided to explode. So I'm pretty sure I'm just doing it myself. Because with the eating different things that you don't normally eat, and weather change and stress, which stress isn't really too much right now, but the stress comes from my own head because I get scared about my symptoms. It's that roller coaster. But life is a lot harder right now. And I mean, I'll get through it. I've done this many times, but not like this. This one seems different, but I'm sure I've said that many times in the past. It seems different. But it feels like it. It feels like something that I might have to endure for a while because it's so heavy. It's not something that's just going to disappear in an instant. And I understand that and I accept it. I just, I've had a lot of doctor's appointments lately. I've got one tomorrow. It's fucking 40 minutes away. And I'm not in any head to be driving like that right now. Usually I need a good break from driving. And this appointment I didn't realize was so far away. And it will be nice to get this appointment out of the way because it's something that's worrisome for me. So that'll help, I'm sure, if everything goes through okay. But in general, my body, I'm getting burning pinpricks on my legs and arms here and there. It's very reminiscent of old school withdrawal feeling. And I'm getting itchy, which is, probably histamine related. So I think my histamine went crazy. Um, Meth cell activation shit. So even got some like weird little sore in my mouth. Just really realized that though, like just a little bit ago. I'm like, weird. Nothing major, but just annoying, I guess. Um, so that's what's been going on. I'm gonna try to catch up here in a couple more weeks. The holidays are coming, and I really want to be at my best, but it's really hard to be at my best when my body and brain won't let me. I'm going to try to enjoy everything, throughout the new year, to the new year, do what I can, go out here and there. But once January comes, which is when I'm supposed to taper Remeron again, I guess we'll see how I am. And if I do, I'm going to have to take it super easy after that for a while. As much as I want to go out to shows and have fun and do stuff sensory wise, I might have to skip it. Trust me, I don't want to be that way. I don't. I mean, I've been missing out on stuff for so long. And I'm finally getting my life back a little bit. But I might have to kind of slow it up because I don't think my body and brain are ready for it. It's weird because I can handle some of the stuff better when I'm out in it. But the aftermath of it just builds and builds and builds. I wish I could answer for it at all, but I can't. I mean, if doctors don't know, and I mean, how am I supposed to know why? All I know is for me, if I do way too much, it's like even if I just do a lot in one day, I'll still pay for it a little bit, but it's like it'll just get a little worse and then go back down. And it sucks, but I can tolerate it, you know? Now I've done so much, I've got symptoms that I haven't seen in so many years that I'm like, holy shit, I really fucked myself. So it's just taking it day by day now. I'm hoping the holidays will, be okay because I'm looking forward to it. But when I feel like this, I feel just broken down, depressed. Like, how am I going to keep doing this? It's like, I don't want to start all over, you know? I mean, I know I didn't over taper, so I tapered normally 2 months ago, and now it's just I think I overdid it and call it a day. I'm still going to do some stuff, see if if it makes it worse or if this gets better while I'm doing the same stuff I've been doing for the past year. It's too hard to tell. If it doesn't start to get better at all, then I really will have to kind of slow down. I've got a few plans for the rest of the year and I want to be able to do those things. But I don't know how it's going to, how it's going to be because I can't afford to make it so bad I can't work. You know what I mean? I was already there once. So it's like I said, it's so easy to make it worse, but it takes so long for it to get better. So I'm just praying that it gets better, like quicker. Like yesterday, I had more of a decent day and I felt kind of confident that it was going to get better. Then today, it was so terrible that I just break down half the fucking day. I try not to think about it so much. That old saying, just don't think about it. That's silly saying, but today I really tried to stick with that one. You know. But anyway, I'll keep you updated on this one and see how it goes. And especially through the new year, I like, or through the holidays, I like to, keep an update. So take care, everybody.